Hi and welcome to my channel. I am going to do a reading tonight on what your divine purpose is at this point in your life. I sort of believe that your purpose will change throughout your life as you reach different milestones and reach your own achievements. So at this point right now, when you're watching this video, if you can use your divine intuition, and you're going to pick one of these decks. They've been shuffled. I haven't looked at the cards yet, so it's going to be a surprise for me as well as you. And also can I remind you to like, subscribe, share the video. If anything resonates with you or you have any questions, please leave a comment. And I'll be really excited actually to engage some of you in any conversations about how you felt about the readings. Myself, I'm an empath and I'm also a visual artist, so the tarot is my way of sort of connecting with those feelings and those intuitions. So I'm going to leave timestamps in the comment section. So if you want, you can just go right to that. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a little process that I use to kind of connect with my intuition. So the best way I find to pick a card, we're working with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, is to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize yourself walking through cool grass, and up ahead is a little tiny cabin. And as you get closer, you're going to see on the door of that cabin, there's a sign, but the sign is covered in dust. So when you're ready, in your mind, you're going to reach up your hand and you're going to wipe the dust off that sign. And there's going to be a number there. And that's the number that your intuition is telling you to pick right now. So you can either pause the video, take a moment to do that, and I'm going to get started, and we're going to do deck number 1. So we're going to take deck number 1, and we're going to look at the cards. So we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Star card, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. And we also have 2 Archangel cards as direct messages from your guardians. This is kind of funny. I'm already feeling like people who picked card pile number 1, that you actually have psychic abilities and even an empathic nature. Like you yourselves may be empaths, which is really funny because I feel like the people who picked deck 1 of my very first video are just like me. So this is kind of an interesting reading. But I feel like you receive messages sort of from divine guidance. You receive these messages sort of intuition. Many of you maybe sort of think that this is just your imagination, just running thoughts through your head. But I feel that there's something more here for you than that, that this is actually an ability you have to bring in messages from angels, spirit guides, even feel the emotions of others, whether they're near you or far. I feel like you get, like from the Star card, I'm feeling like you get revelations, inspiration. If it doesn't feel Like if it doesn't feel like that this is a strong sense for you, or you're doubting it, I would suggest sort of meditation, to kind of ground and center yourself. And as well, it would be an opportunity to sort of discover or ask yourself, what is the best way for you to communicate with your spirit guides or your guardian angels. I mean, those are the ones that I feel that really give us the messages that surround us all the time in our lives. Is it the tarot? Maybe it's tea leaves. You could take a course or go on a retreat to sort of help you deepen the understanding of yourself and what this ability is. This is really a special gift because this is a great way to help others kind of discover messages that are awaiting them that they have no ability to receive. In terms of things that may hinder your ability to do this, I feel like focusing, like with the Seven of Pentacles, this is like really usually a very positive card. But I think in this situation, I'm kind of feeling like it's telling you not to put all your focus on the monetary development of your life, your creature comforts. I think if you're feeling too comfortable or even bored in your life, it's going to kind of dull your senses, that empathic gift, that psychic ability. I mean, it's not that you don't want to have creature comforts, but I think you need to push yourself a little bit beyond that, that there's more to life than just that. And this is sort of, if this isn't something that you felt before, then maybe this is an awakening. This video to help you kind of open your mind to that possibility. And we have the High Priestess card here, which is making me feel like, in terms of support or who or what might be helping you with this gift, I feel like there's like divine feminine energy. Your own spirit guides are all working with you through that energy. Now, these cards, your Archangel cards, Metatron is one of the Archangels that have come through for pile number 1. And I know Metatron also works with geometric shapes, divine shapes. And here he says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So this is part of the meditation too. And as you clear your mind, think about some of the sacred geometric shapes. You can see one that's right there now. This is something that's used quite a bit in art as well. And here we have Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. I think that's a really important indication that there's some empathic ability going on as well. And it's probably, if you haven't already, researched a little bit about different crystals and stones that you can use to sort of protect your energy. But yeah, I really feel like people who picked card pile number 1, that yeah, your time right now, your purpose is to open up this psychic ability, accept sort of this empathic ability and feelings that you have, nurture them and grow it, and yeah, it'll help you understand a lot more about yourself and also help others yeah, that's what I'm getting from these cards. So that was a really interesting way to open up my very first YouTube video reading. Okay, so that was deck number 1. So yeah, if that really resonated with you, please leave a comment. I would love to hear how you felt about that. And if it didn't, even, do you think that this is something that you may have that you've never really realized before? All right, we're going to go to deck number 2 now. So we have our Archangel cards. And oh, wow, this is okay. My goodness. Okay, it's gonna take me take a minute to look at this one. This is very interesting for a life purpose card. The 3 of Swords, and then we have here at the end of the deck we have the 2 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, this is a really big one. This is a really interesting one if you pick this. This is really like right now you are working on, this is really about you. And I'm really feeling like this is about working through past karma, past heartbreaks in past lives, even maybe in this life earlier on. I mean, the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a heartbreak. It can also signify a third party involvement in a relationship. But right now I'm feeling more like it's karmic. Feeling like with the way this sun is sort of shining out and burning up through the heart, it feels like it's from the past. This energy from the past is sitting in the heart. You need to work that out. It's with that kind of energy sitting in your heart, it's very difficult. It's almost impossible to move forward in positive relationships. With the 4 of Cups, this is really about, to me, it's taking time for yourself, meditating, listening to your inner voice, your inner intuition. I mean, you can't invest into others if you don't invest into yourself first. And that's a really big karmic lesson. It's so important to love yourself first. You can't love others. So I think in terms of working through this karmic energy, it's really, really important that in this lifetime you take time for yourself. And that might be something that you don't do. And if you don't do it, you're just going to repeat lessons again. You really have to look after yourself. I'm really feeling like that with this group for number 2. It's really important that you look after yourself. And it's not to say that you put, important relationships to the side and you ignore people. Because looking after yourself enables you to look after others better. With the 10 of Wands, like to me, I see this card and it's almost blinded by goals that may not even be serving him. like, to me, wands are communication. And you can see he's dropped some of his wands. But there's a solution right behind him. There's this cart. And there's a crow sitting on the cart. But he's so preoccupied with, getting these wands to wherever he's got to get them, that he's not even realizing that there's a much easier way to do it without losing a bunch of them along the way. And again, that's just all you have to do in this situation is just stop and look around. It's to take that moment, right? To take that moment, which is sort of going back to this card. Take that moment so that you set yourself up into a position where you can actually help and be effective. And when I do the readings, I feel like the last card is sort of who or what is kind of helping you along this journey or this life purpose. And we have the Two of Cups, which is really quite the opposite of the Three of Swords. But I feel like if this is the energy, the Three of Swords, that you came into this life holding, and then this is the final, I guess, energy or reward in this life is the Two of Cups. I feel like you're being guided and assisted with a deep soulmate, even your twin flame. They may be even mirroring the same life experience, and perhaps you won't meet each other until you work this through. Wow, this is really these are really deep readings for my first video. But yeah, I really feel like there's karma from past lives, past heartbreak. I don't feel so much like it's wrongs that you've done to others in, I guess, a conscious way, but I think it's just this not knowing how to look after and really love yourself so that you can give to others in the best way possible. And I feel like it's really important in this lifetime that you really look after yourself. And I mean that in a whole sense, in a spiritual sense, in a mindful sense, your mental health, your physical health. Oh, this is really nice. Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. And you think about the universe is made up of love. Love is really the only thing that matters, that really exists. And it's all around us. You just have to take it in for yourself and believe that it's there for you. I mean, this is being given to you as a gift. This is your gift. It's a gift to each of us. But this is a message specifically for you right now. Open your arms and open your heart and receive it. And that's the first step. It's just believing that you can receive that. And then this is just a card. I really remember who you are. I feel like this is really telling you how important you are. You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. The love is there. This energy is really weak compared to this energy and to the energy being given to you by these archangels. I'm just taking a minute to see if I feel anything else from these cards. Yeah, I really feel like you're on a journey towards a true soulmate. I feel like it's almost like a twin flame. But yeah, this is a really deep life goal for number 2. You guys picked a really great card. Okay, we're gonna put number 2 away. Leave a comment in the comment section if this resonated with you. Would love to hear it. I mean, that was really, number 2 is, wow, it's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna do number 3. So 8 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, this is a really specific one. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it is really, really specific. I'm really feeling like those of you that picked deck number 3, pile number 3, that your purpose at this time in your life is a counselor to others, and I'm feeling like it's even more specific in that term, in that nursing homes, end of life doula, people that are at the, I guess, closer to the end of their life than their beginning. I'm feeling like with the 8 of Wands, sorry about that sound, it's my little dog. The 8 of Wands, yeah, I really feel like this is a really powerful, you have something very powerful here in terms of allowing, like with the 8 of Wands, usually it's communication, it's swift, it's fast, it's sort of divine in a sense. I find it very divine, and it's guided by divine. But I feel like it's more allowing others to talk to you, helping like people through times of defeat and despair, just being there for others, even like just feeling like even if you were at a nursing home, reading books, reading a story to someone who maybe doesn't have anyone who comes to visit them. You really feel that in this card in terms of like reaching out to those that are in defeat. I mean, this man is retreating. He's dropped his other 3 swords and he's running. This fight is over. with the Three of Cups, I feel like it's in a sense it's a celebration of life. But with the Ten of Swords, I feel like at the end of life, it's a celebration of life at the end. And I know a lot of people when they're, getting much older and their time is drawing to a close, they do spend a lot of time reminiscing about their past and their youth, fun times with their family and their friends. And it's really important to be able to talk to someone about that, to feel like you still have a connection with another person. And there are a lot of people in situations in nursing homes that don't have anyone to talk to. And a lot of them, they can't even read anymore. Their eyesight is failing. And it's just nice to have someone to go in and to read to them, just to have that connection again. Wow, this is a really beautiful card number 3. Deck number 3 is really, and like I said, it's very specific. And I really feel like there's archangels behind this. And there's a purpose for you in this too, in a sense of becoming more comfortable with the process of death and the process of dying. That it is just a natural cycle. It's not something to be afraid of. I feel like that this is sort of something for you as well. That it would help you understand that process better, to feel more comfortable with it. Look at the Archangel cards that you got. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Actually seems like a strange card at first when you think about, what the topic that we're talking about. But I feel like this isn't the sort of thing that you can start doing if your own life or your own home is very disorganized and chaotic. You need to be able to have room to breathe and recharge after being with people who are failing, because you're going to be giving your energy to them in a sense. And when you're done, you need to be able to come home, wherever that is for you, even if it's just a room, a bedroom that you have. You need to keep it organized and uncluttered. And teaching and learning. See, this is how I feel that this would be an experience for both you and the people that you would be reaching out to. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. Yeah, I feel like doing this would really help you connect with the process of end of life. And that process is just as important as the beginning of life and all the stages in between. I mean, those that are approaching end of life, there are many spirit guides and angels around them getting ready for that transition. So you would have a lot of support, a lot of spiritual support behind you doing this. Yeah. Yeah, I would really like to hear any comments from anyone who picked pile number 3. This is something that you've ever thought about, or if you do have difficulty or feel uncomfortable with the process of dying or death or people getting older, Okay, yeah, okay, that was deck number 3. These have been very interesting so far. My goodness. Okay, we're going to do deck number 4. Let's see what we get here. Got prosperity. That's good. And comfort. Oh my goodness, comfort and prosperity. It's always good when the angels tell you that your goal in life is to be rich and comfortable. And I got flying around. 3 of Pentacles, the Moon, the 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this deck number 4 it is, in a sense, it is about prosperity. It is about monetary gain, financial wealth. But, I mean, I don't really believe that's anyone's purpose, is just to come here and be rich. I think our purpose is to be as happy as we can and as comfortable as we can. But I also think that one of the most important things about being here is helping others. Because when we help others, we really help ourselves. And we're all connected. So that always comes back to you as well. I'm kind of feeling like people who pick number 4, that you would be really good at helping others with their finances, or career development, or even re-education. Because I feel like with the 10 of Pentacles, you really know how to do this. Like, you're really good at this. This is something that you're great at, creating like a stable situation, in terms of a foundation to either grow on or develop, whether that's through investing money into certain areas, or giving someone a foundation through a career, development of a career, or re-education. And with the 6 of Wands, I kind of feel like I'm getting from, the card itself, it's sharing. To me, it's sharing information, good news. Wands are communication. You see how she stands tall and she shares this information openly and freely, and they have their wands out taking it. What is this information? Even like a social media. Like, there might be information that you have that could be useful to others through social media. Because you could reach a lot of people, obviously, through social media. I mean, you have the whole world is at your fingertips. And I feel like with the Moon card, I think you just have to be cautious of unclear thinking or too much daydreaming. Just take action on your thoughts as they come to you. Well, this is very specific too. I don't know if this is just for someone in particular or most of the group that picked card number 4. But I also feel like it's best to avoid like alcohol and other depressants, which might cloud your thoughts. If that is sort of like a weakness that may hinder you or slow you down from actually achieving this goal in life. Because yeah, if this is really where you're at, or something that you were really able to develop, I mean, there's so many people that could benefit from this. It's really hard for a lot of people to move forward in life in a positive way, or to develop other aspects of themselves if they don't have stable finances, you know, if they don't have a career that can pay their bills and give them a bit of money to put away for a rainy day. So this would be really, really beneficial to so many people if this is something that you could do. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it's about like educating, re-educating, teaching others what you know. This gentleman here, he's older, he's very experienced. It's almost like he's showing them the seeds from the apple. Plant them in the ground, and you're going to get apple trees. So there's a whole process here. Of course, you sell your apples and you get your pentacles, and then you're rich and you live happily ever after. And the comfort we have here, comfort. I'm with you in your time of need. Excuse me. Helping your heart to heal. That is a very interesting message. Sorry. I'm kind of feeling from this card that your past priorities may have come in conflict with relationships that you had. Just what I'm feeling is that, and that doing this for others would sort of help to heal that. It would, in a sense, be an exchange. I mean, I'm kind of feeling like you may have already made a lot of sacrifices in life to get to the point to be like a Ten of Pentacles. And things have been sacrificed, and maybe some relationships didn't work out so well. But this is sort of, in a sense, it's a little bit of a karmic clearing to be able to do this for others. And Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Yeah, see, you're really good at growing your finances, developing business ideas. I think there's a small portion of you in this group that are also really good at re-educating others or helping others find career paths. I'm not really getting like anything else from this group of cards, but yeah, I would please leave comments in the comment section about how, if you picked number 4, how this resonated with you, because there's a few different options. Like if you think definitely yes, you'd be really good at helping people with their finances, or re-educating, or helping people find careers, maybe even a headhunter. So that was number 4, and we're going to do number 5. The last one. Pick number 5. Archangels here. Ooh, nurture. Oh, and counselor. Sorry, they were about to fall out of my hand. The magician. Ooh, the Fool. Wow, we got some major arcana coming out right away here. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. These are very strong cards. Okay, I'm just sort of taking the cards in. I'm feeling like the people who picked card pile number 5, that working with children, working with children in a way to guide them, help them work through some trauma, but I'm feeling like it's in a fun way. It's not like a traditional counselor. Like, I'm feeling more like in a performing arts way. Maybe like an art instructor, perhaps an art therapist, acting classes, singing, music, ways in which children could express themselves and you could communicate to them in a way that is very childlike, that they could relate to, as opposed to having in-depth conversations with therapists or counselors, or like with the Magician. This is the number 1 arcana card. It's number 1 in the series. And I'm really feeling like creative intuition though with this card, in the way that it's playing with these other cards that have been drawn. And it's sort of like a fun, like he's like a magician, right? Like all kids love magicians. And his wand is pointed in the air and his other hand is pointed to the ground. It's sort of a divine magic. Like teaching kids to heal, or helping them to heal. And with the Fool card, this guy's great. Like in a lot of traditional, like if you're doing readings for zodiac signs, the Fool is often seen as the card of the Aries, because it's forging ahead. It's going where no one else has gone before, in a sense, creating a new path. And just look at the enthusiasm. Like, it's not a care in the world. He doesn't care where that last step goes, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be fun. So I feel kind of like if you've picked this, you sort of have that go-getter attitude, that high energy, being ready for new adventures, exploring new ideas, creative outbursts, which is all kind of the energy that kids have. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, like she seems really, compared to the other energy in this reading, she seems kind of forlorn. Usually this is a really good card, but just the way she sits there and she looks kind of sad. I kind of feel like this is not how you want to approach this life path or this purpose. I feel like this is the sort of energy that a lot of kids who need counseling would get. You know, let's sit down, let's talk about what happened, or how are you feeling today? It puts a lot of pressure on anybody, let alone a child. And I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say that you necessarily have to go out and re-educate if this is something that you do where you're not an artist, or you've never acted before, done singing, or played an instrument. But you could probably go to a church or even a children's art studio, and just volunteer your time and work with the kids. I mean, there are children everywhere all around us that are going through stuff that none of us know about, and just making their life a little more fun, I think, is sort of the message here. And with the King of Wands, I'm feeling like this is more like the energy that's helping you do this. This is really heart-based intentions. And I think if you could take this energy and bring it to children and express it to them in a fun and creative way, it could really, really help a lot of children. And in the process, you're going to learn so much about yourself. There's one thing that I've learned in the last few years, is that children will teach you so much about yourself. It can seem like a lot of work when you're dealing with them. They have a lot of energy, and they're not easy to control, which is something that a lot of adults don't like. But that's kind of what makes it exciting. So I feel like anyone who picked number 5 has sort of got that energy, that if you have that energy and you've never thought about working with kids before and in a manner like this, I would consider it. Even volunteer your time somewhere and just see how you like it. So let's look more closely at our Archangel cards. As you mature, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. There you go. So yeah, that is basically, you're going to learn so much about yourself as well when you do this. I just love looking at this picture. It's just so beautiful. There's so much love in that image. So much warmth in the colors that the artist has chosen. And your second Archangel card, Counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Wow, look at that. See? I mean, you're being natural at this. There's even a little fly walking on the Magician right now. Look at how much magic is coming into this for you. Okay, he's exploring all the cards. He's telling you this is what you should be doing. This is really, it's right there. This is really a beautiful energy. And I think, like, looking back at this card, I think if you go into the idea of this with sort of this image of yourself in terms of nurturing, but bring in this energy. Bring this energy in. This is the kind of energy that kids can understand. Especially if it's someone that the children aren't close to. They don't want to necessarily have this kind of moment with any adult that they don't know very well. So you want to sort of bring this nurturing, comforting energy in. This heart-based message, but through fun, through magic. All right. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done for number 5. That was really nice. That was a really nice way to end the reading. Please leave any comments in the comment section, whether it resonated with you or it didn't. Yeah, that was great. Well, thank you for being here for my first, video. You can tell it's my first one. And yeah, so please subscribe and like, share, comment. I would love to get comments. And I'm also going to be doing a card a day with a different tarot deck, and I'm going to be using the same Archangel deck. In the description you'll find actually the music that's playing in the background, as well as the names of the decks that I used in this reading. And so what I was going to say is I'm going to have every day, there will be we'll have four little piles to choose from, and it'll be your card, your tarot card of the day and your Archangel card of the day. So sort of a message to take forward with you to start your day, or if you're getting it at the end of the day, a message to close your day off and think about as you close your eyes and go to sleep. So yeah, so watch for those as well. And thank you so much for being here for my first video. I hope you were able to get something from these readings, and I hope to have you around for my other videos. Thank you so much. Bye.